Yeah, this here's a message to the sheep. That's right. Message to all of you. I'll say believers here. You believe in your TV set? Fully. That's right. You believe in your government. You already knows your government never do wrong onto you because you're American. Right. You're a patriot. You're an American. You know that your government will not be criminal. They've never do wrong onto you or anybody. And if your government says something that's criminal, by God, you're a criminal. You know it. Okay. So anyhow, with that being said, so this message is going out to you guys, okay? If that was just like you, or when the ladies just like you. Okay, I don't want to read them out. Okay, so here we go. I just got a simple question for you guys, okay? Listen, it's just a very simple question. Have you ever been down to a Social Security office? You know, a Social Security office where you might apply to get a slave number, a Social Security number. You know that set of numbers that you get that they want you to keep for yourself. You know, your prison ID number, your number that you use on every application throughout life when you apply for a job. Maybe you go to a bank and apply for a loan. Maybe somebody's going to do a background check on you. They're going to do a credit check on you. You got to have that prison number, the ID number first, the Social Security number, you know, that SS number. You know, that system that took money out of your paychecks your whole life, with the guys that are taking this money for your retirement. So that when you retire, you'll have money put up to live on. And that everybody's going to get old, everybody's going to need it. This was the guys they used to reach their hands into your wages, your labor, and take this money from you. So for paycheck after paycheck after paycheck after paycheck, from the time you turned 18, and some years even before 18, after paycheck after paycheck after paycheck, they took this money from you. They took this money from you. They took this money from you. For years and years and years. Now, at one time it used to be 62 years old you could retire. Right? Then I went 65. Now it's at 67. Pretty soon it'll be at 70. And then it'll be at 72. And then probably 75. Because they keep making it older, so the chances of you surviving to collect it are not on your side. It's on their side that they collected it and never gave it back. But just the same, I said to say that this is to you non-sirs, you know. You people who know your government will never do you wrong. That's right. So now here comes the final question of all. I just wanted to bring that up, but this is the real question I got for you. So have you ever been to one of them Social Security places? I know I have. I've been to a few in my time in different states. I sure have. I've been to one in Colorado. I've been to one in Iowa. I've been to one in Minnesota. I've been to one in Florida. I've been to another one in a different part of Florida. Yeah, I've been to a few. I know I have one thing in common. And what would that be, you might ask, right? I was just wondering if you could tell me why all of their social security places, if they there have a paid thug with a gun strapping paid thug on their premises right there. You know, that uniform wear with a strapped on gun. The last time I looked, the Social Security office was in a bank. I could make more sense if it was a bank, a jewelry store, somewhere where there was something they could steal. What am I going to steal here? Paperwork? No, no. So did you ever ask yourself that question? Why do all these Social Security offices around all this country, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of offices they have, every last one of them have a paid thug that wears a uniform, straps on a gun, and guards them? What's he guarding them for? Do you have any idea? Oh, I'm sure you don't, but I just want to throw that question at you. I think I can answer that question for you too. Not that you believe me. I really don't expect you to believe me. But maybe you got trillion brain cells still left up there. You'll be able to go do your own homework just based on that one question and figure out why they would have paid thug with a gun at a place where you go apply for a Social Security card, or you got married, you need to change the name legally in the system, so you got to go to Social Security, okay, or you got disability, line for disability, but you're doing things that's Social Security related, but there's a paid thug watching over you every move with a gun. Yeah, it's paid thug with a gun. I'm watching you. If you got lying, okay, no, I'll get really good. I just couldn't answer. So anyhow, so the question would be that, right? Now let me see if I can answer that. I know I'm going to sound like a spook now. I know I'm going to have to get my tinfoil hat out. Yep. And wrap myself in aluminum foil. That's right. For the next answer. Because the common sense thing says Social Security office is not a bank. They're not a jewelry store. They don't have gold and silver. They don't have valuable smartphones. If they're not up to date on all the new technology and a fistful of new games, so there really wouldn't be anything famous stealing here. If they had a bunch of Pokemon games, there might be some crazy idiot that's going to come in and rob them for games. Yeah, it's the gaming world nowadays, you know. Yeah, I understand. And you might need to pay thug, but they're not none of them. You need to rob these guys of applications. Do them up. Give me your applications. Come on, I got the gun on you. I want your applications. Sound like a fool, right? So a paid thug come run over. What are you doing? Hold his gun. Not, that just don't sound reasonable, does it? No. But you know what does sound reasonable? See, when you're not a sheep, and you're not a slave, then there just might be a chance you might recognize when somebody's sliding you the big hard one without no loot. And if you catch on to the fact that they're sliding that hard one with no loot, and you become offended by that, that's what that paid thug's for. With the gun. You might make a scene when you realize that they're ripping you off, and they know they are, and they don't care. But don't worry, if you got anything in your background that you've ever done in your life, no matter what it is and how many years ago it was, it's right there on their computer. By golly, it sure is. Because that's their Social Security office. They seem to have access to all police records all the way across the United States. It's right on their computer. If you've ever been incarcerated for spitting on a sidewalk, they know it. No. Why would they need to know? This is about a Social Security number, right? It's about that prison number, that Social Security number. Right? Right? No. See, the real truth is, it's been in your face the whole time. They have the thug with the badge and the gun to keep you in line. Because they know that now and again, somebody's going to come through their door. But don't think with the brain in the jar on the shelf. It actually possesses real common sense and knows that these people are screwing them after taking money from their payroll checks their whole life that they absolutely had no say-so in. These people came into their paychecks with no consent from you and stole this money out of every single paycheck your entire life with the guise to for your retirement. Or if you become disabled, then when you go to collect, they're going to make it harder than hell for you to collect. And they're going to screw you in every way possible. And you're going to see them doing it to you. And you're going to recognize that big hard thing with no lube. And you're going to get up and punch them square in the mouth. That's what that big thug's for. They know they need it. Because they know they're criminals. And what's even funnier is how these criminals possess the justice system's records on their computers. And they can put in that prison ID number of yours, that SSI number of yours, and they can bring it right on up and know any time in your life that you've been in trouble. and what was wrote on that piece of paper when you was in trouble. They sure can, because they have access to all that. Thought there wasn't law enforcement. Oh, that's right, you mean criminal enforcement, enslavement enforcement. Oh, I'm getting off topic now. This is the sheep. Oh, sorry, sheep. Sometimes I get carried away. But I just want to be sarcastic at the same time real. And I wanted to send a message to you and ask you, did you notice? But not. And for the ones of you sheepos that did notice the thug in uniform with a gun, your social security officer, it's there all day long. But your thought never crossed your mind why is he here? Just became normal, didn't it? Thought probably never crossed your mind why would they need this guy here? Why would FBI? It's simple. See, when criminals know they're criminals, they don't want you to criminalize them, but they'll criminalize you. You know, it's just what governments do. They rob, plunder, steal from you and me, but don't you dare think about doing that to them. Because then you have broken serious law. But they can bend you over and do it to you all they want. Because they're above the laws. That's why we live in a lawless land. Because there's nobody above the law. If a law's a law, then that law applies to law. Presidents, congressmen, senators. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter who you are. But if you don't have the law applying to you, then the law applies to nobody. It's as simple as that. And as far as anything else goes, I just thought I'd throw this in your face and ask yourself the last question of all, course. Why would the Social Security Office have access to your background? When it comes to anything you might have done in your life. Why would they have access to it? Why would they punch it up with a computer and already see everything you ever done? Why would they even know this? Are they law enforcement? No. So there's your question. Good question for the day. I thought I'd throw at you. Of course, the answer is simple. Social Security number. The prisoner ID number. Oh, damn it, I said it again.